So I want to introduce Carlo, who's giving the keynote entry speech. And Carlo and I met about, let's say, 3 years ago, maybe, when I still worked in Cologne at Dumo Venture. And well, we didn't invest in this company back then. And I think a couple of other people did not invest in his company back then, but he made it through nonetheless. And so Supreme New Media and Powerflasher, which he founded even before that, are some great companies. And he's going to tell us a bit about the pirate spirit that you need as an entrepreneur and as a local and as a great guy. Please welcome Carlo.
So stupid to have prepared a PowerPoint on the way here in the car. So if I knew what I expected here now, I could have skipped this. But yeah, Philipp asked me to show the presentation, of course, additionally, that we presented back in these times. And yeah, I have 3 slides about this one, and I will show it later. Okay, yeah, thanks for having me here. I just knew, I think 2 days ago when we've been in Berlin together with a very cool crowd of Fact Forward. So we're sitting together with the CTO of Amazon, Werner, and yeah, we're exchanging our experiences over the last years. And Philipp just told me, hey, do you remember back in these times what happened there? And yeah, we're in memories, and he said just stop by and show this story. So it's a big pleasure and honor to fight next to your pirates here now. Good. Since all this stuff is a long time ago, I had to take some notes. I'm sorry that I have to look on this stupid iPad a couple times. Good. Yes, shortly about me. I started as a hacker when I was 13. Then I became a serial and also parallel entrepreneur. I tried my first business was started with 16, and when I was 18, I tried to do world domination with German pretzels. But that doesn't turn out so well, but at least in very early years I earned more money than my parents. Unfortunately, now I'm not anymore. So my first serious company was founded in 1997. That's the multimedia agency called Powerflasher, based in Aachen and Hamburg and USA and Brazil. Now I'm 32, so I can officially say after 16 years of having too many ideas, constant self-pressure, and too less sleep, that it was hard but very interesting years, and I want to share a little bit of these experiences. Yeah, so back to the first company, that's Powerflasher. We are sitting there in this very nice, it's a little bit dark, you can't see too much. I will switch to lighter screens later. In this cool water tower. So a multimedia agency doesn't sound so entrepreneur, VC, and yeah, so cool. But we also developed a technology investor out of this company. So it's usually just slow people, slow growing business. Not so scalable, but very substantial, and the basis for all my activities now. So I think in the end it's really about this. So what possibilities do you have? How you can bind them together and make the best out of this. So there is a technique called effectuation. If you have a chance to read a book or a video or whatever, so check out effectuation, so you can iterate your possibilities at all the times again. And many of my success in the past happens because of those techniques. So yeah, today we are more than 50 passionate creatives, and basically I can describe it when someone said something is impossible, then our red telephone rings. So I know people business is not so interesting, not so scalable, not this thing that you all aim to be the next Facebook or the next big one. But in the end, as I said, it's about being agile and take these opportunities. So I shifted the company additionally to the contract work of doing web and desktop and mobile applications in HTML5, iOS and Flash and all this stuff, to invest our skills into people. And these people enable with development as startups need. So high-class development and interface design, basically. when we did this job, we hand over the development that we made to the startup, so we're giving them the full IPs and find the right people that can proceed this project then. Arr! Arr! Thank you for your support. And yeah, this fucking train. So again, it's a big problem for many startups when they're just growing, that they have to hire like 10 people to ramp up their startup and yeah, get them used to the project and make them play well together. And when it's done and the site goes live, you have to fire 8 of them again and just need 2 left to proceed with this stuff. And that's kind of boring, so it takes you a lot of time and a lot of effort to do this, and we're trying to solve this. But this is just for the background. So what I really want to share is what happened 7 years ago. So we made exactly this and founded the first, with venture capital or with angel finance company. So 7 years ago I started in that way that I just described a new venture together with one of my clients at this time, and that became a friend already, called Philipp, and we called the company Supreme New Media, as Philipp just told. Supreme New Media was founded back in the times before Web 2.0. You remember all this time? So when it was really, really hard to get any money from someone. So kind of bad situation, so very hard to get money back these times. And additionally, it was a very innovative topic, so even harder to get money, especially in Germany from the big guys, right? And even worse, there was nothing comparable at the market, not at the business case or something else. So try to explain to a VC how you can get money for this stuff. A very hard topic. So we decided to do not the classical way, starting with VC money. We bootstrap this, and that's what it is about. Philipp came up with the idea to make a new application that makes eBay auctions. So back in these times, eBay had lots of traction. It was a very high topic. eBay auctions faster, easier, and what comes out as a result of our application was more appealing, nice, animated, and sub-menu structure, so even better than eBay was. But of course, at the end, we pushed them to eBay. Since that time, we made more than 500 million eBay auctions, 10 million each month. And back at these times, eBay had big traction. We had power, but we had no money. We had this idea to being rich by selling the company to eBay, of course. So that was the idea. We started this with this nice idea, but unfortunately, we did it too well. You know, why should eBay buy us when we're doing the job in the good way and eBay gets something out of it without paying us for it? Since we had a business model from the first moment on, there was no reason to fucking buy us. So we were not big enough to have enough part of their market to have something like to be the biggest pain in the ass strategy. So we can't develop that in the way that we wanted it. But at least we earned our first money. So how we started this? Since we don't have the money, we just had our possibilities. Like Philipp is a great creative guy, can shape the product in a good way. So I had the developers and my background about how to ramp up the stuff. But without the money, we can't afford it. We can't afford a little bit of development. But you know, founding a company and hire the first people needs money. So I talked to Lars. Lars was a client at the time, Lars Hinrich. At this time it was OpenVC, now it was Sync. So he loves geeks, and he believed in our idea and our approach, and said, okay, I'm doing a small angel investment. So it was really, I think, a 2 pages contract, but at least he gave us the money in a short way. So, of course, we now had a first partner, since I don't have any connections in the VC scene, and I don't have any connections to angels or people like that. But since Lars had a good network, that was just a perfect first partner that we could choose to proceed the company in the next steps. So I can strongly recommend that you just should take believers and really people that wants to help you in your company as angels, since this is intelligent money. Even if it's not so much, choose the one that fits perfectly to you, that gives you asset that you don't have. And there are a bunch of people, and it's so easy these times to approach these people. Back in these times they were kind of hidden. That was a closed community. There was no way to get into it. and was really lucky to have Lars in this situation. So the seek faced me just more than money. Okay, I'm coming to the part that Philipp told me I should tell. We developed the company with friends. Friends and partners. And of course we don't have money, so we had to motivate them. So we said, okay, in case we raise money, we will pay you, or you will get shares. So when you're really honestly and very, very open-minded, you have really friends that believe in you and don't think that you want to cheat on them, then you can make this happen. We just could pay them very basic fee, very low money, and it was important to earn money from the first moment on. And I think most of you who started a first business hadn't the possibility to earn money from the first moment, but since we were in this e-commerce market, so it was just easy for us to do, since at eBay you have to pay money anyway. So with that first small numbers, we approached the first bigger round with Klaus Hommelitz. Klaus Hommelitz was still angel, but he made a bigger ticket since we had no numbers, and we could tell them when these small numbers are going in the same direction, then it's going to be huge. So that was 2006, and the second year after he was in, we had break even and developed the company step by step. A lot of business development with partners like AOL, Freenet, T-Online, since we had white label solution. Problem is, if you're dealing with these big guys, it takes a while, it takes lots of effort, and honestly, we didn't get a single euro out of this. But in the end, we had a lot of experience how to deal with these big guys, and since our own ass was in the company, it was not VC money, we had to really, really hard negotiate all the contracts. So I had the feedback of the main lawyer of AOL that he never, ever had a hard fight in a contract than with me, because it was our own ass in it. But